Hi Ayan. First of all,
Um,
Assalamu alaikum. You can
Alaikum.
hear, um, you
Yeah, I
can
hear
hear,
you.
okay, you can, I'm audible, right? Ayan, I just wanted to record this session for the academic purpose. So may I have your permission to proceed with that?
Of course, you can record our meeting.
Okay, and it,
My name, yeah, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ayan Shukurzada. I'm studying my master's degree. Actually, I'm fresh graduator in international business management, University of Europe. So today I'm here to answer your questions.
Okay, and thank you so much for your time. And I just wanted to re-clarify this part also that it will be uploaded as a video for my research project also and for the final project also. So in this case, I'm just recording it, and it will be presented to my professor also.
Mhm. That's good.
Um, okay, so the topic as we have chosen is there that we have a preserving Islamic culture through pictures. So
Mhm.
I would like to ask you that in terms of since we are from the same culture, but we
Mhm.
have a different background, and you are from Azerbaijan. So,
Sure.
so I would like to ask you that what is your connection to Islamic culture and heritage?
Actually, Islamic culture for me is both a personal and societal source of identity for me. So I can say that it shapes my values and beliefs, which I have learned from my family and the community I live in. Because in my country, actually, more than 95% they follow Islamic culture. So that's why actually it's also our identify.
Yeah, and exactly it happens in my country also. So it's a very valid point and very important point that you have pointed out. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, along with that question, I would like to ask you that how do you personally engage with the cultural imaginary? I mean to say that how the Islamic art has influenced your personality in terms of like in a corporate world also, or in I would say that in day to day the way we um, live in our society, or how it impacts you as a person also.
Mhm. I can say that in my daily life, I often encounter Islamic art through patterns, architectural sculptures, structures, and calligraphy. So these elements influence me both spirituality and aesthetically. For example, visiting mosques allows me to experience the beauty of this art more closely. Because in the mosques, actually, when we visit the mosques, we can see our culture's soil in the art.
Okay, and the same thing I have observed also, that when I go to different countries and we see the mosques structure, so it influences us in a very different way, because it tells us indirectly how the heritage has been preserved, because some structures are being designed in a way which are like thousands of years old concept. And like if you go to my country, there is one masjid name, mosque name is Badshahi Masjid. So it's from the Mughals era, and
Mhm.
it has architecture totally similar to Turkish concept, because the people who came here and they start doing the process, because the Mughals have a very high intellectual capacity in terms of and building different kind of structures. So it indirectly influences. So I also feel that you are absolutely right on this case also. So I have a couple of more questions.
Mhm.
like in terms of visual documentation, like how we can do it. So I would like to ask you, Ayan, that uh, in terms of photography, what role you think that it plays in preserving Islamic culture? I mean to say that, when we see photography in a general, or we go and proceed through some different kind of a concepts, like I mean to say, when we go to museum and check for something that d- uh, gives us immediate answers for something that it's very old but the heritage has been preserved. So how you like what you think that what kind of roles imaginary concept tells us immediately, or how they can help us to s- uh, um, preserve the heritage?
Mhm. Actually, from my point of view, I think that photography is a powerful tool for documenting both the physical and spiritual aspects of Islamic culture. Because, for example, capturing historical mosques or artistic works helps preserve them for future generations. Visuals also provide a broader understanding for people. So that's why I think that it's actually the big advantage that in our generation we can reach the photography tools.
Yes, exactly, because since the new generation is have a different concept, and but the imaginary, even I when I'm showing to my children, and such imaginary whenever I feel it, so I feel that they are more connected to that, because sometimes they ask questions which are very amazing, and it helps us to, because because I feel that questions are half part to the knowledge. The moment you ask question, it directly influence you to the directional part where the destination is very near. So you are right that our new generations are more will be attracted if we try to explain things in a way which are very simplified form, and we can inform them how our history was going back.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. So, can you tell me that any example in your country, like in Azerbaijan, that famous place where the Islamic art or architecture has has helped you, that which is a meaningful piece of like Islamic art or architecture that you encountered, and you want to name some certain names or something?
Um, Actually, in my country, we have a blue mosque, it's the biggest mosque in my country, and it's really historical because there are a lot of beautiful arts. Uh, if you can visit there, you can see the really old arts, and also it's a good place that. Some people even they are not from Islam culture, but just for the art, they can go to Blue Mosque and they can see the art because it's really incredibly inspiring to people.
And frankly, I want to say that really I have heard this name years before, but now, like when you emphasize it, yes, so I can see, I can imagine the images which came in my head now. So yes, it's a very amazing place. Yeah, exactly. So actually, it reminds me one of the name Faisal Masjid in Pakistan, which has a very big um, library. And actually, if I'm not wrong, correct, because I forgot it, but it's the Asia most biggest mosque or biggest library there, which King Faisal, His Highness, has created in Pakistan. So it's a very famous one, which is now in Pakistan capital, Islamabad.
Mhm.
So people who are coming from all over the world, when they visit to Islamabad, so they definitely visit there. So it's a very beautiful mosque, and the architecture is almost very unique and very amazing, because it's an open area place, and because when even if it's hot or any weather it is there, so the marbles are being laid down in a way that it will comfort you, and you will not feel anything that whether the um, whether you will not feel any comfortable while you are stepping, because the structure is being created in this way that the temperature is always constant and you can walk on barefooted.
That's really inspiring that because even the people they are not from Islamic culture, but they visit the mosque and to see and know more about Islamic culture.
Yeah, exactly. The same in His Highness Sheikh Zayed Mosque is there. So it's the same way. Yeah. So it's like the Sheikh Zayed Mosque is similar to um, uh, uh, the Islamabad mosque, because the similarity is same, that people are visiting there and they are almost being introduced to the heritage of Islamic heritage that we have had.
Mhm.
So it's very amazing. And what do you think that modern interpretation, like what changes you have observed how Islamic art are visually documented today? Like as we have went through many things. So what do you think that in modern like technology, how it's like uh, what's your observation about that? How the modern things have changed there so that they can document our heritage?
Mhm. Actually, I think that the revolution in mosques it's important because in most countries the mosques they are so old and also the building is like getting lose their architecture and actually when the people they rebuild and or they do revolution for the mosques it's better to visit for people.
Because actually, you are absolutely right, because modern technology can help us to create the same buildings with the same heritage, with the same concept. And nowadays it's happening because they are preserving many buildings there. If you go all around there, there are certain there are certain ministries even inside in each country. Like I was now checking for the Iraq, and one of the Iraqi artist was very amazing in calligraphy, and what he's doing it there, that even UNESCO has accepted that Arabic will be the Arabic calligraphy needs to be is helping the preservation of Islamic heritage. So I feel that you are absolutely right that the technology can help you to regenerate that concept and to take us to the back to the concept where the buildings, the way they are being made. Because the old concept, the way the old buildings are being made, whether it's museum or whether it's mosque or whether any heritage place, it totally reflect us and help us to preserve our culture. So
Yeah, and also I think the modern technology also helps that when we do some revolution in the mosques, and also they don't do any change. Also, also you can see the revolution, and also you can feel the old atmosphere in architecture.
yeah, and I think so. We are almost like reached to the very interesting conversation. Last but not least, then I would like to ask you, Ayan, that what suggestions would you have for better preserving Islamic cultural heritage through virtual means or through modern technology or any way that bring us out of the box? Like sometime you have like since you were the master students and you went through a very tedious process, so in the meantime you have ever came across a certain concept where if we can apply in real life, that will help us to preserve our Islamic heritage.
Actually, I would say that maybe we can use the technology also learn about Islam. For example, in the mosques, there can be some technologic stuffs that, for example, if someone wanna pray, but they don't know how to pray, but maybe in the mosque they can find the technologic stuff that the it it can help to teach them how to pray, for example.
Exactly. And that's such an amazing point, yeah. Because in our childhood, we will have to go through certain process and then we have to learn it. And I think so in modern technology, these processes can be shortened to many extent because if you go to certain place and you can read it because normally now as a human we are normally going through virtual concept to do things by on our the way we find time there and at that time we can do it means to say that um, uh, because the life is going in a very fast way and we have a limited time there, so if people are
Mhm.
visiting there and they are not aware of that, and yes, this can be implemented inside masjid where there can be a certain place, and even this can be done through AI. This can be done through visual pictures that
Yeah,
certain slides can go around on the screen and they can show it, and that will definitely impact new generation also. So Ayan, I'm really thankful that you have given me ample of time, and
that's my pleasure.
yeah, and I'm really thankful that you have presented such a wonderful wordings and such a wonderful ideas here. And I just wanted to reiterate the point that it's a recorded session and it will be uploaded for the academic purpose, and it will be posted in my LinkedIn account for my
Mhm.
final year project and research project. So having said that, I want to say Assalamu alaikum, and if you want to add any more things, so just go ahead.
Yeah, actually, that's my pleasure, and thank you so much to have this conversation. It was really interesting and really inspiring for me. That like also uh, because of you, I also researched about Islamic heritage, how to preserve, or something more information. So that's why I'm really thankful.
Okay, thank you so much, Ayan. And having said that, I'm stopping the session and I'm really thankful for you for your time. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Good evening.